Hello legends, welcome to Lazarus Gaming, and we're continuing the character creation series. And this is World of Warcraft Live, the up-to-date version of it, not the classic version. And I haven't logged into this much for quite a while. Just because I've lost interest in this a bit, and I feel I'm so far behind on it, I can't really seem to catch up. And logging into the characters I have, I mean, as you can see, I've got a lot of different characters on here that I've played throughout the years. This guy here was literally one of my first characters ever. This was the one that I used to do 40-man raids on, and then 20-man raids, and I hated it because, as I said in previous videos, he got turned into a cleanse bot, and all you would do is cleanse curses, or not curses, infections or whatever, with small minor heals now and then. Like, you weren't able to do anything else. So I sacked him off, and now I started playing this one, which is Paladin, my mage. And I mean, you can see people who play this game currently will know the armor is way out of date, and the level is way under where it should be. I mean, the Demon Hunter here is 103. I think the current level is 110 max level. So these guys are all way below where they ought to be. But that aside, it looks like it's all had a massive graphics update where it comes to at least this section. This compared to classic is a lot cleaner, a lot more crisp, a lot more new looking. You still can't zoom in on the characters, but yeah, so I'm assuming character creation, which we're gonna do, looks quite a bit different as well. So these are all the available characters at the moment, or races at the moment that are available. So the classic video had the 8 here, the top 8 here. They're from classic. So the human, dwarf, night elf, but they've had their passives changed, their race bonuses changed as well. So a lot of these have now got new race bonuses, like this one's got 5 now. So then the Draenei and the Blood Elf were added during Burning Crusade expansion. Worgen and Goblin, I think, were from Warlords of Draenei, I think. And this panda, this ridiculous class at the bottom. This class, I hate this race. I hate it so much. I think it's stupid. This is actually Mr. Pandaria, or Pandara expansion, which is between the two. And this one, this is where I stopped playing the game. Really, I mean, this was me done on this expansion. I love the monk class, but this character is just a joke. It is a ridiculous class, race. It's fat, stupid looking. I mean, this could be an SJW, as far as I'm concerned. It's the gaming equivalent of an SJW. So anyway, we'll look at something nicer. The Worgens are cool. So these are pretty cool. I think so I can't remember where the Death Knight came in as a class to get, but that's a new class, and Demon Hunter and new classes, and Monk. So I think each of these expansions brought in a new class as well. Maybe. Like I say, I haven't played this game in quite some time, so if you want an in-depth video about something like this, you're probably better off going to Force Gaming or Lazy Peon or somebody like that, who actually, put time and effort into this game after the shit expansions came out. But we're not here for that. We're here for character creation. So I'm probably going to do character creation on this one, just because the Worgen is cool as. What I'll do though is I will flick through each race, so you can see the benefits that have been given to it. So in this one, you've got increased haste, critical strike, mastery, and versatility, bonus to reputation games, and can break out stun effects. And they can't be a demon hunter. Oh no, yeah, demon hunter is limited to elves only. The druids can't be druids, and it can't be shaman. So, but you'll notice that shaman is now available for both factions, Horde and Alliance, where it wasn't before. And you'll see the Paladin is also available on both. There we go. Paladin is available on both as well. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I like the fact that classes were limited to factions. I like the fact that some, like, one faction couldn't be certain classes. I don't see any need for every faction to have every class. I think it's a symptom of whingers in PvP complaining that one class over another is better. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to, you know, break these into, you know, shaman is like a primalistic type paladin, whereas paladin is like the holy warrior, and a horde, I don't see why horde would have a holy warrior. It doesn't make sense to me, but it feels like it's capitulating to whingers by giving everybody everything. I think that's one of the issues with WoW as well, is that they've tried to make everybody happy, and I think they've forgotten the saying, you know, you can't make everybody happy all the time. But anyway, so we've still got dwarvies. So they've all had facelifts. They all look quite good. You got your bear in the background there. So they still get stone form. They get critical strikes now, resistant to frost still, and instead of treasure hunting, they get archaeology. So these guys, I can't remember what these guys had. Fade into shadows they had. I think they had dodge here instead of difficult to hit. The wisp form they still had, resistant to nature damage. They had that already, and then these two are newer, I think. So this, I mean, this like points quite heavily towards the, you know, the rogue class with all these additions. Gnomes may escape from speed altering effects, increased resource pools, resistant to arcane damage, engineering skill, and attacks faster. So I think the only one it gets extra is that one there, attacks faster. Jewel crafting skill increased. I think jewel crafting was brought in when this expansion came in. I do like the look of the Draenei as well. They're a cool looking race. I mean, they're not as cool looking as the Blood Elf, which we'll show you shortly, but they're still a cool looking race. And they've got a good start area as well from memory. Like, I think I really enjoyed the start area for the Draenei when I was doing my Draenei monk, I think I have. So they get jewel crafting. They may heal themselves or others over time, which is quite cool. Increased agility, intellect, and strength, and resistant to shadow damage. Now this one is a cool race to have in the game. I mean, let me hide that info panel. So you see the human behind. You can actually switch between human and Worgen. It's just a shortcut key that you can switch between them, which is quite cool. I like it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a really great way to have it, and the story behind them is quite good as well. I like the story that they have. Can periodically move quickly, critical chance increased, resistance to nature and shadow damage, and skinning skill and speed increased. It would have been cool if they'd had a couple more, like they'd picked up a couple of the human passives as well as their own, as their human and Worgen. So and then in the Horde, you've got the Orcs still, and they can enrage, resistant to stun, and damage done by pets increased. Undead can remove fear, sleep, and charm. May consume corpses to regain health and mana, and can drain health from enemies, and resistant to shadow damage. That is still may consume corpses to regain health and mana. That is a brilliant trait. I think that used to be health though, just health and not mana, but now they've added mana to it as well. It's such a great zombie skill, and I like the look of them now as well. They look a lot cooler than they did before. More flesh on them. I like it. They're really cool. So the Tauren is Stomp, stunning nearby opponents, increased stamina, herbalism, skill and speed increased, sorry, resistant to nature damage, and increased effect from critical strikes. The Troll is a Berserk, increasing attack and casting speed, regeneration increased experience gained from killing beasts, reduced duration of movement, impairing effects. Now the original 4, I don't think much has changed on them. They may have like 1 or 2 different skills swapped out, but still roughly the same. Like you know, these guys have archaeology now instead of treasure hunting, difficult to hit instead of dodge, that sort of thing. Blood Elf, enchanting skill increased, can restore resources such as mana or energy, I don't know if that's just on themselves or other people as well. I think if it's on other people it actually says other players. Can dispel nearby enemies, and resistant to arcane damage. And I love the Blood Elves. The only Horde character I have is a Blood Elf, and they are cool looking. I don't like the Horde classes in general. I think they're crap, but this one I think is brilliant. The Blood Elf is amazing, and I wish the Blood Elf was on this side instead, and get rid of the gnome. Make gnomes evil and have a Blood Elf in there. It'd be brilliant. Goblin can rocket jump forward, launch rockets at enemies, receives vendor discounts, can periodically summon a personal bank. That is a great skill. Periodically summon a personal bank. Being able to get a bank in the wild, like if your inventory is full, being able to get your bank there so you can dump a load of stuff into the bank, or I mean, even if you could, there's one I think that gets a vendor. I don't remember who that is. Oh, might be wrong. But that's great. Saves having to run back or dumping all your stuff, because dumping stuff that you might want to actually try and keep because your inventory is full. So I like that. Haste increased, alchemy skill and potion healing increased. Quite good good specials that has like good bonuses on the race. And this as well. This was in the classic version, but I think it had less info and it didn't display like sample abilities that you could have. So these are quite cool. So you've got this one, the Demon Hunter. I can't actually select Demon Hunter because I have a Demon Hunter on this realm. I'd need to swap realms, I think. This I don't like roll tank, healer, or melee damage, so you can be everything. What's the point? I like this how they have just individual classes. I'm assuming this is a bit like the druid. So this one can be tank, healer, ranged, or melee damage. So that can be like every single role, whereas the monk can only be melee damage, no range damage. But still, I mean, it's still, you know, 3 rolls for the one. I'm not that keen on that. I like them to be tank and melee damage is fine, because that's the same as like a warrior, tank and melee damage. Tank, healer, or melee damage. Paladin, I don't agree with that, because they're hybrid. They can't be a main healer. Although, I mean, changes could have been made since I played it last, where they've improved these now so that there's no real difference between a cleric and, a priest and you know, a rogue or something. But I doubt it. That you'd have all the rogues in uproar about it if they were melee damaging the same as a warrior or a rogue. But this is a tough one because it is a hybrid class. Tank, I don't. It's tough. I mean, paladins should, in theory, be really good tanks because they have self-heals and self-protection and stuff like that. Healer, I can't see them being a primary healer. They're more as like an off-heal. And melee damage, they just don't, for some reason, they don't do good damage. So, well, they didn't used to when I played. Let me say that. There was the Retribution Paladin, who was okay. But you wouldn't be ever in a raid and be allowed to be a Ret Pally. Nobody would let you do it. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Trinity. I like, you know, warrior, healer, and DPS to be defined roles. And I guess paladin and maybe shaman and druid, you know, they're sort of different because they're hybrid classes. So you have them sort of sucking at some of the roles, but like in reality, the paladin should be an amazing solo player. They should be able to play with a barely ever getting killed in solo because they can heal themselves and they're, you know, they've got plate armor, and that sort of thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the ding dong to get notified of new videos when we put them out. Alright, so anyway, let's continue with this. So we're going to do a Worgen, and I suspect there isn't much difference, to be honest, between the options available on this. So let's just flick to the human for a moment. So this is just skin color. So like 10 colors to choose from on the skin. Can you zoom in on the character? No, still can't zoom in. Then you got face. So preset faces that you can choose, and honestly half of these look exactly the same. So there's quite a few faces, but none of them really look massively different from each other. Like, I mean, they could be twins, triplets. I think that one's got freckles, but besides that, it could still be. That one's an older one. You can see the lines. Yeah, you sort of see differences in the lips. I like how with the Worgen, this is why I chose the Worgen, so you can see in the background the Worgen is actually changing its facial look as well when you're going through. I like that about this one. So nothing really major there. Again, no sliders in this character creator. This is all there is, because as soon as I type my name in, that's the end of this character creator. So hairstyle, we've got a lot of hairstyles, but they have improved the look of it. That's, I think, all they've done from classic is really improve the look. There's no massive changes with the amount of things you can have. Like hairstyles, maybe they've added a couple of hairstyles, made the hairstyles look slightly better. But I mean, you'll have a helm on for most part anyway, probably. So that sort of thing doesn't really make too much of a difference. Although you can say that for any game, so that's not fair. I won't say that. Hair colors. Very limited selection of hair colors. 5 colors to choose from. I don't know if that's related to the Worgen because it's a dog. I'll check in a minute. I'll flick to another one and see. And this is ears. So we need to flick to the Worgen for this one because we need to see what's going on. So just the size and type of ear, and there's 12 ears to choose from, and that's it. That's your character creator for World of Warcraft. Look how cool he looks. Seriously, the Worgen is the coolest character, coolest race in this game at the moment. So the men get facial hair. Oh, that's funny. The male Worgen, the ears change when you change the facial hair. And the female Worgen, it's just the ears. Nothing else changes on that one. It seems lazy. You could have put a second button in here for facial hair and one for ears. I don't see why you would have ears and facial hair at the same time. You know, what if you like that but you don't like the ears? Then you're stuck with crappy ears and the cool beard that you like. And you're obviously going to concentrate more on the male beard, the human beard, which means you're forced into whatever ears and beard go onto this guy. It would have been nice if these had been slightly separated as 2 different things. So when you design this guy's look and feel, it's different to this guy's look and feel. I mean, what if he shaves? Does he lose his entire fur on his chin? It doesn't make sense. It's kind of lazy development, I think. Really. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that's lazy? You think they should have made them so they were separate? It doesn't take away from the fact that they're a cool class, cool race, but still. It would have been nice to have had the ability to customize both separately. Because there's no saying that what this guy looks like is what this would look like. You know, you're transforming into a dog. You can look, well, you do look totally different one to the other. I don't know. Yeah, I find that weird. What was I going to pop into? Let me just go into this guy. Let's customize this guy. So he gets facial hair and she gets earrings. They're the differences on these ones. So you can't change the ears on either of those. They're just big ears. The troll tusks, that's the same as before. This guy has the horns, yeah, same as before. What's the goblin got? He's one of the new ones. Just ears. Both of those have ears that they customize. And the Draenei, I think it's this hair thing here. Yeah, facial hair. Yeah, so you can look like a squid or an octopus rather, or a Ming the Merciless type look. That's quite cool. Again, nothing too crazy. What do the women get? Horns. Where are horns? Oh, they're the horns. See, it's funny that you can't... This guy doesn't have horns either, does he? That's interesting. So she has horns, but he doesn't. Curious. Yeah, I feel Blizzard have been pretty lazy with their character customization module. I mean, you're talking... Oh, what is this now? It's well over a decade old, this game. This game is 2005, I think. So it's 15 years old. Or 2004. Something like that, I think. And they've had so many expansions that you could easily have updated the code to improve this character creator. Alright, so that's the character creator for World of Warcraft Live. How do you change shard? Change realm. Here we go. I just want to look at the Demon Hunter option on another server. Okay, cool. So I've actually played on this server as well. I don't know why I've got so many on all different servers. So if I go create new, I should be able to have Blood Elf, Demon Hunter. I still can't do this. Your highest level character on... Oh, Christ alive. So you can't get there even if you wanted to. You have to have a level 70 on this server. I don't think I've got any other level 70s anywhere. I would have moved them to Dathramar when I moved with my guild. No. Yeah, I think I might give this another roll. I jump in every now and then. I think I'll play the Demon Hunter for a while and see what that's like, because I've only done 3 levels on this Demon Hunter. But I just don't feel like I've been able to get back into it. Like, this is my new characters here. That's an old one, I haven't played that, the Shaman. But these ones are the old characters, newest characters I've opened up or started playing, where I've tried to get back into the game. And he is a load of fun. I do like the Worgen characters. He's probably one of the most fun new ones that I've played. These two, they're just Priest and Paladin. I've played them 100 times. Yeah. I mean, you can see from this I've got a lot of the fell armor, where that was the last time I logged into the game, was when that event was occurring that you could get all the armor from running short missions, and you just keep running them over and over again and you got the armor drop, and it basically brought me back up to level on armor that I was able to participate again. The Paladin looks cool. Oh, it's a monk. The monk looks really cool with that armor. Most of them are humans. I think that might be one of the reasons I get bored with this game a bit as well, because I'm running the same quests over and over and over and over and over in the same areas all the time, and it does tend to get a bit repetitive when you have so many ults. It's a problem with being an ultaholic, especially when the starting area is the same and the quests are the same for every ult. I mean, it's downside and an advantage, because the advantage is you can just breeze through all the missions without reading anything, and you know what's going to happen, so it goes way faster. But it's also just repeating the same missions over and over again. Anyway, that was the video for World of Warcraft content character creation. The new races in this game are good, except for the pandas, who are garbage, and it's a garbage expansion with garbage class and garbage race. Oh no, actually the class is good, the monk's good, the race is garbage. But yeah, let me know what you think about this character creator in the comments below. Do you think Blizzard's been lazy? I do. And hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the ding dong. See you soon. Bye.